Hearty strength. It is so important to implement our hearty strength into our communication. What do I mean by this? What do I mean by hearty strength? So, hearty strength, for me, it is so when you express emotions, when you show emotions, when you show that someone is important to you, or when you show that you were hurt by someone or something. Many people say that this is a weakness to show that. Many people say that this is a weakness to cry or to feel vulnerable. However, for me, and in my perception, if you allow the emotions to be there, if you express emotions, if you show emotions, you are much more, you are much stronger because you allow them to be there, which isn't always easy, as we know. So for me, it is much stronger to feel them and express them instead of just suppressing them or pushing them away. Because pushing them away and suppressing them, it's easy for everyone, right? It's easy to not confront ourselves with our vulnerable parts, with our wounds, emotional wounds. It's easier to not confront ourselves with our old indoctrinated patterns. And therefore, hearty strength means for me to really allow these vulnerable parts to be there, the emotions to be there, and to talk about them, to show them, to express them. And in that moment, we are more connected to ourselves and can create more connection to other people. So, second point, why do we not live the hearty strength so much? So for the last 100 or even thousands of years, or more than thousands, several thousands of years, we have been in a very negative vibration. We have been more in the ego, which means more separation from ourselves and from the others. We have been like suppressed, be it from some external powers, and we suppressed our own powers, right? And there were like many old beliefs which separated us from ourselves and from others. There were like beliefs like, if you show emotions, you are weak. If you talk too much about your wishes or about what you have, it's not good because it could be taken away or someone could hurt you and so on, right? This is the old world, 3D, three-dimensional world. Now we are moving more into 4D and 5D, which means that we implement and become more aware of our emotions, of energies, of the spiritual element in our lives. So now it's really time to become more aware of our inner world and express it to others, to become more connected. And so far we have learned something completely different. And we have some energetic walls, we have some masks, energetic masks, let's say, that so we show like kind of a poker face and say, yeah, everything fine, or yeah, it was just a stressful week. But in reality, we are really sad, for example, or we don't know what we want, or we don't feel connected to ourselves. But we say, it's okay, it was a stressful week. Is it the truth? And in my opinion, we live still in this old reality. And we are not truthful to ourselves and others. And I think now it's really time to change that pattern, to become more connected to ourselves and to others, and to express more our inner, let's say, our inner world. You know, in shamanism, they say that we have to be able to carry our own heart. What does it mean? It means that we need to be able to take care of ourselves, to take care of our emotions, of our heart, And of course we can accept some help from outside, from external help, but we have to be able, and we have the power to really connect to ourselves and to give ourselves what we need. Why? Because everything is inside ourselves. We have everything inside we need. But the external world, and since for many years, we have been taught that we need other people to be happy. We are dependent on the outer world, right? And in that moment, it's time to really change that pattern and to throw our walls, let's say, away, to connect ourselves more with our heart, our inner center, and then to really express it. So it's really time to change the old paradigm of the beliefs like, if I express my emotions and show them and show my vulnerability, I'm weak. Cancel, please get rid of that old belief. Or if I show my vulnerability, I will be hurt. Possibly, but not 100%. It's not really 100% true that you have to be hurt. Maybe, maybe not. So now we really can decide in which world we want to live. Do we still want to live in the old world, where everyone is like, yeah, I'm okay, yeah, you're okay too, and maybe we talk a bit more about it, or we really connect and we feel the connection to others? And the third part is, how can we live our hearty strength more? So the first thing is, it always starts with ourselves. So first point is, for example, if we feel that someone hurt us and we feel like anger or aggression, because usually the reaction to being hurt is aggression or anger, right? So that we don't express that anger immediately, because sometimes it's also kind of a wall, a protection mechanism to not show our vulnerability. So in that moment, we could rather just go inside, maybe let go of the anger, go for a walk or something like that. Take care of our vulnerability and understand what has happened, what has hurt us. And then when we know it, just talk about it. Say that, yeah, this hurt me, this was painful, this reminds me of my childhood, for example, etc. Just talk about it. Express the hearty strength, because this, in my opinion, is really powerful to show emotions, to show that we feel something, show our vulnerability. This is being strong, because we accept it, we feel it, we show it to others. And of course we can be hurt, yes. But now what's more important? To be our true selves and maybe sometimes being hurt? Or to always hide ourselves behind a kind of an energetic wall? And if we learn to really carry our own heart, as we say in shamanism, then even if we get hurt, it's not so bad as we thought or as we would think, because we can take care of ourselves. This is the new world, that we can take care of ourselves. And of course it can hurt, it can be painful, yes, but we know that it can be healed. And we are not dependent on other people to heal it. We can heal it by ourselves. Or at least we can heal it to such some degree and then to get external help, but not in a kind of dependency. You know what I mean? That you anyway can be in your power, or centered at least, and take care and take time to heal the old emotional wound. Now it's really time to become more aware of our inner world, to express it, to live it, to even know it, and to know what we need. How often in our lives we don't know what we need? We know what our children need, we know what our partner needs, we know what the parents need, but what do we need? And I'm not talking about, let's say, food or drink or whatever. I'm talking more about the emotional needs. And what do we need for ourselves? Do we need to have some time with ourselves? And what do we do in that time? So now it's really time to reconnect to ourselves and to express it. And in my opinion, and so from what I observe, then people could live more in harmony with each other. Because everyone would be, let's say, responsible for themselves, and it would be much easier to connect. Why? Because we wouldn't, so the walls would be away, and we wouldn't project our anger, our fear, our maybe disbalance on other people. You know, I'm a person who observes a lot. I observe myself a lot, I observe other people a lot, you know, not to judge, but just to observe and to learn. And you know, for me it's really important to express the Hearty strength. I show people that I like them, that I'm happy that they are there. And so from the feedback I know that they feel it, they really feel accepted and liked and happy and to be around me. What I also observe is when some people are not balanced and, for example, they give me a harsh response or are angry because of something and then project it on me for some reasons. For me, it's really hard and really difficult. Of course, I can deal with that and I can take care of myself, etc. And I do that. And I don't respond back in a harsh way. That's not me. However, sometimes we are not aware what we do to other people when we are not balanced. And this is another big wish I have, so that everyone becomes more aware of their own emotions and of their impact they have on others. And yeah, I wish that we can live more the Hearty strength in communication and with ourselves, so that the world becomes more harmonious and connected. So thank you for watching this video and see you soon.